Be honest for a moment. Why does it feel like everyone else is moving forward and you're standing still? They're winning, building, traveling, posting milestones. And you're tired. Even though you followed the rules, you studied, you worked, you stayed disciplined, yet somehow you feel behind. But listen carefully. You don't feel behind because you're failing. You feel behind because you were placed into a race you were never meant to run. A race with no finish line, no context, no mercy. Every scroll reminds you of what you haven't done yet. Every success story feels like proof you're late. But here's the part nobody tells you. You are not behind in life. You are out of alignment with a system designed to rush you. And once you see that system clearly, you'll never look at your life the same way again. You grew up watching results. Success used to be invisible. Now it's algorithmic. Your brain consumes hundreds of wins every day, business launches, luxury lifestyles, perfect relationships, but your mind doesn't see the context. It doesn't see the failures. It doesn't see the support systems. It only sees outcomes. So subconsciously, your brain asks one question: why not me? That question creates anxiety, and anxiety compresses time. That's why at 23, you feel late. At 27, you feel behind. At 30, you feel panicked. Not because life passed you, but because comparison sped it up. And here's the danger. Comparison doesn't motivate. It overwhelms. You're not lazy. You're overloaded. You were told to build a career, heal your trauma, stay disciplined, monetize your skills, and still be mentally healthy, all at once. Previous generations chased survival. You're chasing meaning, and meaning is heavy. Burnout isn't weakness. It's your nervous system rejecting a pace that doesn't match your identity. You don't need motivation, you need alignment. Because effort without clarity feels like running, but never arriving. The lie sounds harmless. Work harder and you'll catch up. But speed without direction only makes you tired faster. Success isn't about speed. It's about sequence. Some seasons are for learning. Some are for discipline. Some are for waiting. Social media erased seasons. Now everyone thinks growth should be instant and visible. But you don't yell at seeds for growing slowly. So why are you doing it to yourself? Money pressure hits differently. It's not just survival, it's self-worth. Income became identity. So when money is slow, confidence collapses. But here's the reframe. Money doesn't respond to urgency, it responds to clarity. People who win long-term aren't chasing income, they're building capacity, skill, discipline, decision-making. Money follows identity, not effort. There's a moment in every real transformation that doesn't look powerful from the outside. No applause, no announcement, no visible win. It's the moment you stop chasing outcomes and start redesigning how you think. Most people never reach this point. Not because they're incapable, but because it feels too slow for a world addicted to speed. Let's be clear about something most videos won't tell you. Abundance is not built by intensity. It's built by consistency aligned with clarity. And clarity comes from asking better questions, not working harder. So let's dismantle the pressure and rebuild from the ground up. Shift. Number 1, stop measuring speed. Start measuring direction. Right now, most people track the wrong metric. They ask, how fast am I growing? Why am I not there yet? Why is it working for them and not me? But speed without direction is just movement. You can be busy for 10 years and still be lost. Direction, on the other hand, is quiet. It's invisible. It doesn't show up on social media, but it compounds. Here's a practical reframe you can apply immediately. Instead of asking, how much money did I make this month? Ask, am I closer to the person who can make money consistently? That shift alone changes everything. Because wealth doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to identity. When your identity upgrades, your income eventually follows, naturally. Shift number 2, build skill before status. This is where Gen Z gets trapped. You were shown the lifestyle before the process, the reward before the discipline, the outcome before the capability. So you feel pressure to look successful before you actually are. But real leverage comes from skills that solve painful problems, are hard to replace, improve with repetition. Here's the uncomfortable truth. People who chase status end up renting their confidence. People who build skill own theirs. Ask yourself, what skill am I deliberately sharpening this year? What problem am I becoming unusually good at solving? If social media disappeared tomorrow, what would I still be valuable for? Money flows toward usefulness. Always has. Always will. Shift number 3. Detach self-worth from timing. This one is critical. Most people aren't broke financially first. They're broke emotionally. They believe, if it hasn't happened yet, something is wrong with me. That belief is poison. Timing is not a verdict on your value. It's a reflection of your preparation meeting opportunity. Some people rise fast and collapse faster. Others grow quietly and last decades. The goal isn't to win early. The goal is to win eventually and sustainably. You don't need to rush your becoming. You need to respect it. Shift number 4. Create a personal abundance system. Here's something rarely explained clearly. People who escape scarcity don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. A simple abundance system looks like this. One core skill you're mastering. One income path aligned with that skill. One daily habit that compounds, learning, building, or refining. One boundary. Protecting your focus. That's it. No burnout. No 14-hour days. No constant comparison. Just steady, intentional progress. Shift number 5. Faith plus action, not wishing. Faith is not passive. It's not sitting back and waiting. Faith is alignment between belief and behavior. You don't manifest abundance by thinking. You invite it by becoming the kind of person who can sustain it. And that transformation happens in ordinary days, not viral moments. There's a moment when you finally stop asking, am I late? And you start asking, what am I being prepared for? That question changes how you see everything. Your delays stop feeling like punishments. They start looking like protection. Because imagine getting everything you wanted before you had the wisdom to handle it. Money without discipline, freedom without direction, visibility without identity. That's not abundance, that's chaos. The most dangerous comparison isn't lifestyle, it's timing. You don't know what someone skipped. You don't know what they sacrificed. You don't know what they'll pay for later. Your timeline is custom built for your growth, and when you accept that, pressure loses its power. Here's the identity shift that changes everything. You stop chasing money. You start building value. You stop rushing outcomes. You start stacking capability. You stop proving. You start preparing. This is the moment abundance stops feeling far away and starts feeling inevitable. Because it's no longer a fantasy. It's a system in motion. Aligned people don't panic scroll. They don't rush decisions. They don't jump at every opportunity. They move slower, but with intention. They understand something most people miss. Clarity beats speed. Depth beats hype. Consistency beats intensity. That's how long-term freedom is built. This is the season you don't post about. This season doesn't look impressive. It doesn't get likes. It doesn't get applause. but it builds skill, character, discernment. And one day, people will ask how it suddenly worked for you. It won't be sudden. It will be earned. Now, pause the noise for a second. Not the algorithm, not the comments, not the pressure, just you. Ask yourself honestly, are you tired of feeling behind or tired of living out of alignment? Because those are not the same thing. One can be fixed by patience. The other requires a decision to stop racing ghosts, a decision to stop measuring your worth by other people's highlights, a decision to build something real, even if it's slow. If this video put language to what you've been feeling, that's not an accident. It means you're ready for a different approach, a grounded approach, a sustainable one. This channel exists for people who are done with fake motivation and ready for real transformation. So here's the invitation. Subscribe if you're building long-term wealth, not short-term hype. Comment the word alignment if you're choosing clarity over comparison. Save this video for the days pressure tries to rush you again. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are becoming. And that process deserves patience, discipline, and faith. We'll build the rest together.